If you are running a coaching business or an agency and you're struggling to get qualified leads, which number one, actually love you and just want to throw money at you, and number two, are genuinely qualified so they have enough money and are a good fit for your program. Honestly, the things I'm about to share with you here are probably the main reason why we've actually been able to scale to 500K cash collected a month. I will show you the exact step-by-step process of how I'm getting over 50 appointments every single day of people who genuinely love me. It's for my e-commerce coaching brand, and over the last couple of years, I started getting the best leads I've ever seen in my life because of various reasons. And I'm going to go through all the steps in this presentation, because if you do exactly what I'm going to tell you here, you're going to see that people are going to start throwing money at you in sales calls. They're going to beg you to get started with you. There's going to be almost no objection handling, just people who come to you who genuinely want to buy your stuff. So let's get into it. So let's go through everything you need to know about how to get higher quality leads. I've seen so many people bragging with numbers in terms of cost per lead, and that it's like it costs me only $10 to get a lead, etc. In most cases, the leads are trash. All right. So you never should ever look at cost per leads. You should look at cost per sale. That's generally something you need to always keep in mind. And there are a bunch of ways on how to generate leads. So there's two types of things you always need to consider with leads. Number one, how into you they are. And number two, how much money they have. Those two things are the main things. All of this doesn't change how much money they have. This only changes how into you they are. If you just call a random person, they have no clue who you are, it's not going to help. All right, it's going to be very difficult to close them. Same thing with cold DMs and cold emails. For example, organic content is something which is going to attract people to love you. All right, same thing with discovery ads. The point with all of this is there's a step in between. In between them signing up or you calling them, there's them subscribing to you, them watching 10 videos of yours. And this is something which is just going to lead to them being hot leads. Okay, same thing with lead magnet. Warm DMs means they know you and you cold DM them. So they've interacted with your videos a bunch. They watched 25 videos of yours, follow you on Instagram, and then he DMs you. So for example, if you've been following me and watched all my YouTube videos and then follow me on Instagram and I just text you, hey, what's up? How you doing? You're going to respond. That's a hot lead. You are a super hot lead right now just because you already consumed so much of my content. So that's hot versus cold leads. Now let's get into qualified leads. So how much money they actually have. This is something which your content itself is going to determine. You can just funnel out people who are not qualified. Let's take a look at this.
TikTok organic seems very inconsistent. Test the product once, you go viral, but after that you're not able to replicate that with another product, or even sometimes with the same product on the same account, just with another video. And the issue you're stuck with is you had a couple of really good days, you even made like 1K a day or something, and after that, nothing works.
I'm talking to people who already tested something, they made some money, but then it didn't work consistently. This is a highly qualified lead because they already made money with dropshipping. And if they have already made money, they already are also super invested into the idea of dropshipping. Whenever some person has a little bit of results, they are super invested. Because imagine you have a 9-to-5, then you start doing dropshipping and it works a little bit. You made $1,000 in one day, but then after that, it never worked again. You cannot go back to the 9-to-5. In your head, you're like, I know this works. I have to make it work no matter what. You're able to invest much more. This is a hot lead. This is a qualified person. All right. And people who are not qualified are not going to watch this. They're just going to tune out. And YouTube is going to notice who's tuning in, who's tuning out. And people who are advanced are going to see this more.
If you already made money with TikTok organic but cannot get it to a consistent level, I have something for you.
If you have made money with TikTok organic but cannot get it on a consistent level, same exact thing. This is a hook which is perfect in like one of my retargeting ads, which just shows exactly this. Next is also the title, Full TikTok Organic Scaling Strategy Advanced Guide. This is something which is instantly going to take out the beginners and is going to talk to advanced people.
This video is only going to be relevant to people who already made money with TikTok Organic.
Very simple. If you are this is relevant for you. And guess what? People who are beginners, they're still going to watch this because they're curious now. Like they're going to feel excluded and they will be participating.
If you didn't, this is going to be a complete waste of time. Just click away. It doesn't make sense. However, for the people who already...
If you didn't, just click away. It's a waste of time for you. Completely disqualifying everybody. This is so powerful. Everybody who sees this is going to be like, damn, who the fuck is this guy to not want views, you know? So this is super powerful.
Joe posted a video on TikTok Organic and it actually got viral. On top of that, it actually converted. He made sales and profit. He had a couple of $100 days, and over a time period of a couple of weeks, he made over $5,000 in revenue. Everything seems amazing. He already plans on how he's gonna travel to Dubai, buy a Lambo, and is basically gonna live the rich life. But the problem is that over the next couple of weeks and even months, nothing goes viral anymore. He tests and tests and tests, posts so many new videos, but basically nothing works and the store dies out. And he even tests a few new products, but nothing just seems to stay on a consistent level. The main thought he has is that TikTok Organic is nothing consistent, it's nothing scalable, and he needs to move over to ads. And he can't.
I know what my target audience thinks, and this is exactly what they think. Every single person who made money with TikTok Organic specifically, and it didn't keep working, I think the strategy is the problem, and I call them out directly here. It's so powerful. Like, watch this again a couple of times and understand all the small nuances, because I'm describing a scenario which is super common, but they think in their head it's extremely uncommon. In their head, making money and then never making money again is something which is crazy, and why the fuck would that happen? I already know how to do it. Why would I not make money again? I know that it's a very common problem. I show them that because I'm displaying exactly that scenario, and I imply that I'm gonna have the solution soon. And then I take the thought out of their head, which is switching to ads. And I'm calling them out even more on that.
Constantly has this urge to start ads somewhere else where you can actually spend money to make money and just spend more money to make even more money. Because as always, the grass is greener on the other side. This scenario is a very common one. And there's tons of people who make things work on organic. And
this scenario is a very common one. Instantly, that sentence alone, it shows that I've worked with so many people. I know what to do in this scenario. And this is what is being conveyed.
They actually are on the edge of becoming completely financially free and being able to live from dropshipping only. But they fail to make it work consistently, and they try other things instead and basically drop the whole organic.
They're so close, but they don't make it work. They're so close. And this minute is so powerful. This gets people so hooked if it's them. If this is you like, it's a little bit annoying that you watching this, you're not going to understand it because you never tried TikTok Organic dropshipping. But everybody in the niche is going to be like, damn, I feel called out.
You wake up, check your TikTok account, and see that you finally managed to go viral. 800,000 views.
Same thing over and over again, just like different specific things which happen to somebody, and people are going to notice that. Like, so many advanced people joined because of stuff like this. And this is something which generally can happen, which is your watch time goes to shit in the first 15 seconds. However, the people who stay here are dream clients. And these are the people I'm getting 4K views on. Like, this is exactly what it is. Again, let's take this as an example. Just listen to this really close.
This video is only going to be relevant to people who already made money with TikTok Organic. If you
80% dropped off, 20% stay, and these are my perfect ideal clients. This is a really good video. Now, keep in mind, this doesn't always have to be the case. You shouldn't always do that, because in a lot of the cases, you can still post like a 35-minute video, which is like pure value, and people just start loving you because of it. And even if it's a beginner course, people who stay till the end are people who normally are into it. But keep in mind, this doesn't have to be the case. In this video, for example, it's a very clean graph, and still it got tons of leads just because I provided so much value, you know? So whenever you provide insane amounts of value, people just see a good video. They don't like the get rich quick stuff. They don't like all of that. And if you make videos like how to lose weight in 5 hours, people who are dumb and unqualified are going to start signing up for you, but people who are qualified are not. So you have to make things way more legit. Next thing is niching down. And this is something which we have obviously done, from business to dropshipping to organic dropshipping. TikTok organic dropshipping is a very specific sub-niche in the dropshipping world, and people who are into it will love me more, because whenever you are niching down, you are going to get higher quality leads. Now, the next thing you need to always keep in mind is good leads attract good leads. What does that mean? The more case studies you have on your channel with happy people who look qualified, for example, they're 40 years old, have like a nice clean background, and he basically looks like a lawyer or somebody, People who are the same are going to resonate with that. So the second thing is, while watching your case studies, they are going to think, damn, this guy was at the same place I am, and look at him now. Because in the case studies, it's very, very important to ask them what their main struggles were, how it started out. And whenever you do a case study with a student like that, you're going to see how everybody is going to be thinking exactly that same thing. They're going to be in the sales call telling you, I just watched your case studies and it was crazy how you helped this guy out, because I'm exactly in his position and I just want the solutions. And it happens so often. So to sum it up, high quality viewers sign up. It's a good lead, they have success, they do a case study, and it's a cycle. So that's that. The next thing is, the harder it is to sign up, the higher quality the leads are. We literally have a 5-step process until they even get the sales call. So first, they sign up, they have to fill in an application form, they have a setter call, they have a technical checkup call, and only then they have a sales call. And this is something which is going to weed out shit quality leads. Like, if you even have to scroll, do a proper application, a lot of people are just going to drop off. Most people who are not serious, they're not going to even fill out a form because it's too much effort. And this is something you always need to keep in mind. You sometimes have to disqualify people to make sure that you only get good leads, because it's a waste of time having a bunch of setting calls and sales calls with people who are completely unqualified. You'd rather have a long application form where they just basically drop off. So we have this, but most people have this. Like, they click and they instantly get the sales call after they sign up on Calendly, that's it. So the next thing I want to talk about is a couple of things which can affect your leads. First of all, the ads interest. All right, obviously the targeting on your ads is huge. The next thing is how you sound, how your video quality is, etc. The next is your hook, crucial, like really, really big. I went through that a bunch of times. Next is how narrow are you in your niche? Then, how much value are you providing? If you don't do all of this, no wonder you're getting shit leads. The call to actions you have are also really important. If you have a call to action, which is just going to be like, click the link below and you're going to make a shit ton of money, that's bad. How it really should be is this. If you click the link below, it's going to take insane amounts of effort to actually reach your goals. I'm telling you right now, this is not a get rich quick thing. You have to apply everything we tell you. But if you do, you're going to make a shit ton of money. Same statement, but better. Because if I say you're going to make a shit ton of money, I qualify myself. If I say it's going to be super difficult, I disqualify myself, but in the end, I just sprinkle in, if you do what I tell you, you're going to make a shit ton of money. So this is something which is going to attract way higher quality people. Next is your video background. If you don't look premium, nobody's going to buy from you, because if you're charging premium prices, everything needs to look premium. All right. So make sure that your background is good, your outfit is clean, you have a haircut, etc. I'm maybe not the best person to talk about haircuts right now. However, generally it can actually happen that if you don't look clean, if you don't have a good outfit on, you're definitely going to lose out on the quality of leads, because they just don't take you serious. Then the way you speak is obvious. And the last thing is video editing, which is really interesting, because if you have a video like this, 20 minutes, no effects, no special something, if it's just you talking, quality leads are actually going to come. Let me show you one example here where the leads are going to be super low quality because you just over edit.
I was able to make well over $100,000 dropshipping online, and now I'm going to be showing you guys everything that I know so that you guys can do it for yourselves. I'll literally be revealing the product that I use.
If you just go crazy on this and have this dopamine rush video, high quality leads don't like that. People who like that are people who are super addicted to their phone and broke. And that's also the same reason why short form content versus a podcast, for example, if you get 20 leads from shorts versus 20 leads from a podcast you do, it's two different worlds of leads which you actually are getting. So keep that in mind. So if you do all of these things right, trust me, your leads are going to be high quality.